Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Tom here, and we're back with some league predictions today. Today we are here with, as you can see by the title, the WSL predictions. I was going to do it last season, but then I just ran out of time. But this season, I think is going to be a very competitive season in the WSL. I think a lot of teams will be fighting for obviously to stay up, and obviously to win the league. I think there'll be a few teams fighting for that first spot, and a few teams fighting to stay up. I think there'll be a few teams down there. So yeah, I mean it's gonna be as I said, it's gonna be a very competitive season. There's still FA Cup to come. There's still the League Cup, which are being announced as we speak. Um, and there's obviously the Women's Champions League, which could be interesting as well. Which I'll do a prediction on that eventually as well. There'll be a lot more WSL Women's Championship content as well on the channel, along with the normal Charlton Men, League One, EFL content, you name it. So there'll be a lot on that. Obviously, make sure if you are new around here, make sure you smash that subscribe button. There'll be a lot more content, as I said. So yeah, let's get into it, I guess. So the team that I have got going down, and obviously no one likes to relegate anyone, but I do have the team that went up last season. I do have Crystal Palace. I think that's kind of a trend now. Obviously, apart from the Liverpool one, I just see them going. I think they made some decent signings, but I don't think the team's strong enough. So obviously, they've made Lexi Potter. They've obviously got Blanchard still, but Elise Hughes, who is a very big goal threat, is injured. Obviously, she did her ACL in April, so she won't be back until at least December, January time, probably actually playing properly. Maybe even later than that. So I think it'll be close. I think they will put up a good fight. I think they'll do. I think they'll do better than Bristol did. No disrespect to Bristol City fans, but yeah, I just see them. I do see them going straight back down. I just feel like their signings so far haven't been amazing. Obviously, there's still time in the window to sign players, so my opinion could change between then and now. But yeah, I just see them going down in 12th. On to 11th though. Again, a team who I think will struggle, but I think will just stay up. It's going to be controversial, but I think Leicester will finish 11th this season. Again, they've signed some very decent players. Obviously, a few from City, they've kept hold of a few players as well, but they've also released a few of the players. Just again, I just feel like their team's good, but I don't think it's good enough to push that mid-table spot, if you like. But I don't think they will stay up. I don't know how close it will be, but I think it'll be close down the bottom between 3 or 4 teams potentially. So yeah, that's Leicester in 11th for me. Apologies to any Leicester fans down there watching this. In 10th, now another team which will probably bring a lot of controversy here, this one, but I think West Ham will finish between 9th or 10th, one of the two. Like as I said, between about 6th to about 11th is impossible to predict. So I might get these very, very wrong, but I might get them close. But yeah, I've got West Ham in 10th. Again, I think they've got some decent players. They obviously got rid of Mel Phillips. My side Charlton did sign her, unbelievable player. But then again, they've got some decent-ish players who I think who will perform well in the WSL. So you got Mewis as well from America. Got a few others which I can't remember the names off the top of my head, so apologies for that. It'll probably come to me once I finish recording. But yeah, again, I think there will be a decent. I think they'll be a decent team, but I don't think they'll be as high up as people are predicting. I think I've seen a few people predict them between 5th and 6th. I don't think they'll finish that high. I think they'll be in and around between 7th and 10th probably, in and around that area. Obviously, Charlton, my team last season, almost beat him in the cup. So yeah, I mean, it's as I said, it's an interesting one, and it's never nice to predict a team to finish that low. However, someone has to do it. Someone has to finish that low, and I think it'll be West Ham. On to ninth now. Again, this area is impossible to predict, but I've put Everton in ninth. Again, I think they've got some solid players. I think obviously they will want to kind of confirm their status still in the WSL. I think they're a stable side in there. I think they've performed well over the last couple of seasons. I think that they're a team where they probably won't get relegated at all for the next few seasons at least. I think they've got the right backing and everything like that. So, I think ninth will be a decent area, I guess, to finish. I think Everton's fans will take that. Again, they've probably made some decent signings as well, so it'll be close. In and around that, it's always close in and around that sort of, as I said, 6th to about 10th, or maybe 5th to about 10th. It's always close between teams around there. So yeah, on to 8th now. I've put Brighton. I think Brighton will perform quite well. Again, some very, very good signings. Frank Kirby probably being the main one. That's an unbelievable signing they've made from it on a free transfer as well. Obviously, she left Chelsea. I think she will perform there very, very well. Signed a few players, I think, from United as well, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Turland leaving is a big blow, but I think they've got the right replacements in for her. So yeah, I think around 7th or 8th, I think Brighton will be more than happy with that. I think Brighton will be, again, obviously pushing for that mid-table area. I do think there should be a few more spots to play for in the WSL, but obviously that's in due course, hopefully, with how well the women's game is growing. On to 7th now. I've put Aston Villa. I've put Villa in 7th. I think, in my opinion, out of the teams in, I think they've probably had the best window. I think they've signed the best players personally. Obviously, I went to Charlton Villa Sunday, and they were a decent side. Obviously, that they didn't blow me away, but obviously Jordan Nobbs, Rachel Daly, Missy Bokerns was obviously the main probably player there. Probably took everyone by surprise, that one did. But no, yeah, I think Villa will have the best season out of like that mid-table area, if you like. They could even finish higher. Who knows? The season is very unpredictable, and obviously you can't really judge off pre-season because we didn't have the greatest pre-season, and we started we started the season with we haven't even started the season, but we have had the best pre-season. But yeah, obviously the men's, Charlton men obviously had not the greatest pre-season, but then we've gone on to win 3 and play 3. Right, on to 6th now. I think it'll be Liverpool to finish there. I think they will do well this season. I think they'll finish in and around that mid-table spot, between 4th and 6th. Obviously losing Missy Bokerns is probably a humongous loss, and I think probably will be the difference between getting maybe top 4, top 3, than obviously getting up there. I think Missy's a very, very good player, and she performed well, to be fair, yesterday on Sunday against Charlton. So obviously, yeah, I think Liverpool made some very, very good signings for the league. I think they'll perform very, very well, and I think Liverpool fans will take that. Obviously, they obviously want to be pushing for top 3 and everything like that. But I just feel like they'll be 6th. On to 5th now. I have gone for Spurs. I've gone for Spurs to finish 5th. I just feel like they'll be a fairly strong outfit this season. Obviously, Beth England, Jessica Naz, Kit Graham, all those players I think will be unbelievable this season for them. Obviously, losing a certain player, which I won't name for Spurs fans, because she won't. Obviously, it won't really sit well for them. But no, yeah, I think Spurs will finish in and around that area. I think they will do well. But yeah, I think in and around 5th, 6th, maybe 4th. I think they'll 100% take that. 4th now is very hard to predict. But like the top 4 is so hard because it can literally be any of the top 4 teams here. But I have put Manchester United 4th. For Manchester United 4th, I think United fans will take that. Again, it is never nice to obviously predict a team to be finishing outside of that top 3, but I just feel like they will challenge for top 3. I think they will do well. I think it'll be very, very close as well. I think they'll do well in the FA Cup this year as well. I think they might even win it again. I think so. Yeah, anything's possible. But yeah, I see them only just missing out. Again, they've signed some very, very good players. Kept some players from last season. Tooney as well. Again, a certain player who I won't say for what's it called, Spurs fans, because obviously it's not going to be ideal. But yeah, obviously it is going to be tough. It's going to be very, very close. And yeah, on to the top 3 now. Now, the top 3, literally any of these 3 teams could finish anywhere between each other. It's so close. It's so hard to predict. But I think Arsenal will finish 3rd. I think it'll be by like a point or even goal difference. I think they will finish 3rd. Some very, very good players as well. Kept some very good players. Obviously, Viv leaving to City is not ideal. Obviously, Chloe Lacasse losing the best chance in the entire WSL. I think everyone's kind of getting onto that. But I think with Mead, Williamson, Russo, Ford, McCabe, Lotta, they've got a very, 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 very good team to challenge for that top spot. And I think it will go down close to the end of the season. I think it will be this close to get into it. But I don't know. I think Arsenal fans will probably obviously take top 3. I think that's kind of the aim anyway. Obviously, everyone wants to win the league. I'll be at a few Arsenal games this season as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But yeah, I think it'll be insanely close. But yeah, on to the second spot, which will obviously give away the first winner now. This team, who will finish second, I think they've had probably the best 4 or 5 seasons the WSL has ever seen. However, I think losing this person will be a key factor in them not winning the league. So I've put Chelsea in second. Again, Chelsea fans probably will want them to win the league. Chelsea fans will probably say they'll win the league. But I think it'll be insanely close. That top 3, anyone can win the league. Even in the top 4, United could even slide in there. Who knows? But it's very hard to predict. I think Chelsea have got, again, some very, very good players. Sam Kerr obviously coming back as well, which is a key thing for them. Sam Kerr, Lauren James, Cuthbert, who I think will be back as well soon. Needham Charles. The list can go on. Yeah, I think it will be close. I think they'll miss out maybe by a point again. I think maybe even by goal difference. Them, City, Arsenal, United. Well, not United, but United are getting there. But I think those top 3 teams are so close to each other. I think it's going to be such a competitive season, and anyone can beat anyone, really, if you think about it. But yeah, I have gotten Chelsea second, and that obviously leaves a spot for first, which I've gone for Manchester City. I think this season will be their season to win the league. To stop Chelsea winning, I think it would be 6 in a row if Chelsea won it. So yeah, I have gone for City to win it. Again, their team, Viv Miedemar, Lauren Hemp, Chloe Kelly, that front three, just saying out loud, is scary. It is gonna be one hell of a season. That's one thing I can say with full confidence. It's gonna be one heck of a season, and I cannot wait. I'm going to try to get to as many WSL games as possible when Charleston men or women are not playing, because I tell you now, it's going to be so exciting. So make sure you get to some of the games that you can get to if you can, if your team's not playing. Because I tell you now, as I said, it's the women's game's obviously growing a lot, and this league is just becoming more and more competitive. And you know what, I am all here for it. I'm a big advocate for women's football. So yeah, that is my 2024-25 WSL predictions. Let me know, guys, what you think. Who's going to win the league? Who's going to be top goal scorer? Who's going to be the most underrated player? Who's going to be the best signing? Let me know down below what you guys think. There'll be obviously the Women's Championship ones tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned for that, because that's probably going to be even more hard to predict, and I'm probably going to get a lot of these wrong, so that's always fun to watch. Obviously we'll be going over these at the end of the season when the season comes to a close, and yeah, make sure you obviously smash the like button. There is 12 teams in this league, so let's double it. Let's try and get 24 likes on this video. That would be unbelievable. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get 1.2k by the end of the year. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it there, and see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.